Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, we're here at Laguna Hills Civic Center once again. We have 3 weddings this weekend. Today, we start with this. Real quick breakdown. It is hotter than an oven, so that's why I'm wearing black. So if I sweat, it doesn't show. That's a little tip for you guys, a little extra. But today, this is what we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using the MagStand, as we've been using for every single shoot for the last month or so. We're gonna be using the Godox S3. We're gonna be using the AD200. This is the thing that I wanna focus on right now. We're gonna be using, instead of the Fresnel head, we're gonna be using this head instead. And what this is gonna do, instead of pushing light forward and having to use a deflector plate like we've been using in the previous videos, this is gonna spread light all the way around. And why do we want that? I wouldn't use this like this, just, plainly throwing it everywhere. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna use a softbox. So today we're gonna be using this softbox. It is the UL Octobox 60 from Godox. And the reason I like it is because it's not enormous. It's a decent size. I went with a 24-inch. We're not gonna be using this today, so I'm gonna put it in here. They make bigger ones, that's what she said, but I don't wanna have something so cumbersome to the point that it's annoying to carry. This is very portable for what it is. The quality of it is going to be a lot nicer than just a bare flash, but it's not so big to the point that it's going to be annoying to be moving around. So this is what we're going to be using today. We're going to attach it to the S3 bracket here. Once you hear the little click, you know that it's on. It has a little handle on the side over here, so if you want to angle it, like I said with the MagStand, it's as easy as just making sure that it clips. There we go. And then if we need to use it as a boom, Alexis, my assistant, is going to be holding it like this, and he's going to be getting a real good workout today. No, it's not that heavy. So this is what we're going to be using. And as far as equipment, same thing as I always use, A7V by Sony. It is my favorite camera that I've had in 20 years of shooting. I'm going to be using the Tamron 35-150, which I've easily put over 1 million photos on that lens. It is my favorite lens. It's like the happy medium for everything. And Tamron 17-28 for the super wide shots, like the ones that you guys are seeing. And the only thing I want to mention is because we're using that different head, we are not going to be able to use the MagMod modifiers today. So if we were shooting today, and I would know that we're going to be shooting with a lot of areas where we would need a CTO or we would need a grid, different modifiers, I wouldn't be using that head because now it would get in the way of what I need to achieve. Since I know we're not going to need a CTO in here, since I know we're not going to need a grid because for the situations that I know we're going to shoot, those things are unnecessary, this is going to be completely good for those scenarios. Once we go to the second location, I'm going to be using the V1 mid. Don't judge my trunk because it is full of stuff. So for the second location, I'll be using the V1 mid. This is going to go on top of my camera. And why would I not want to use an AD200? I could, and I could have my assistant just bounce it the whole time, but I don't know, I just feel like the V1 mid is so light, it's so good, and I also want to test it to give you guys my thoughts of using it on camera. I don't use an on-camera flash that much, so I haven't been giving you guys like a full review on that. That's coming soon. That's the setup for today. So follow along. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you wait until the end. If you feel like you got value, then subscribe. Don't subscribe yet. Wait until the end if you actually feel like what we show you guys brings you some value. All right, guys, have a great weekend.
Your new bag.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, yeah, we have time. Alexis just said, show your new bag. Guys, how nice is it? Oh, wait, no, wait, wrong one. How nice is it? So, this is easily the best bag ever made. Unfortunately, Peak Design are, I'm not gonna talk smack just in case we ever work with them. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. This version 1 is so much better than the version 2. The version 2 is not good, in my opinion. It's okay. It's the best that there is, or close to the best that there is right now, but they hit a home run with this, and then they grabbed another one and missed. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I think it was probably cost cutting, but I picked up a extremely lightly used bag, and I was so happy. I'm probably gonna pick up like 2 or 3 more of these just to make sure that when the supply completely depletes, I'm still gonna have a bag. But guys, Peak Design, I didn't want to mention it because I don't want you guys going buying these. I want to get them a few more first, and then you guys go and buy whatever's left. the best bag, easily. Peak Design. Don't buy it though. I mean, never mind. Terrible bag. Don't get it. It's awful. All right, let's get to work.
Y 3 y otra vez, listos, 1, 2, 3, muy bien, y una sonrisa ahí, 1, 2 y 3, muy bien.
Una y Linda, si puedes voltear la cara para ese lado un poquitito. Un poquito más, ahí. Cuidado. ¿Listos? 1, 2 y 3. Y una sonrisa de los 4. 1, 2 y 3. Muy bien, una vez más. 1, 2 y 3. Group shot with everybody at the end. But let's start with you and Mom first. Lower the hands just a little bit. That's it. Looking this way. 1, 2, 3. Y una sonrisa que se vea. Ahí, 1, 2 y 3. Una vez más, 1, 2 y 3. And then for this one, Carlos, you're going to be looking at her. The only thing, I'm going to have you guys scoot over a little this way. Right there. Good. Get it nice and close. Actually, Alexis, can you spread her dress? I'm going to switch my lens. Okay. Yep. Mirando como por acá, and then Carlos looking at her. Exactly. Alexis, I may have you go this way more. 2, 3. Nice. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Guys, can I have everyone come back a little this way? Just because I'm getting a little bit over here. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Good. Linda, let me have you looking kind of that way right there. Perfect. Carlos looking at her. Hold that. 1, 2, 3. Testicle. All right, so we made it to the second location. We took the toll road because we wanted to get here quicker. So now we're gonna be doing the second portion, just capturing families, groups, candids. That's kind of the idea, and that's why I wanna use the V1 mid for this one. I wanna see how good it keeps up in an indoor environment. Like I said, I usually don't use on-camera flash that much, but I know we've gotten a few requests to see how good it does. Yeah, I'll let you guys know at the end how good it does. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do great because I used it at another venue 2 weeks ago, and I was just firing. I was bouncing around, and it was keeping up really nicely. I was paying attention to see if it was recycling, so I was looking at the little light to see if it was recycling. It was doing great, so I expect it to keep up in here as well. So yeah, let's go see. I think I saw them pull up in their Tesla just now, so let's go and do this. All right, so we just finished up, and I actually ended up not having to use the V1 mid because, well, I'll correct that. I actually ended up not having to use it indoors because I ended up having the room outside. So we didn't have to shoot in a room inside, which that's what I thought. When you think restaurant, you think indoors, you think it's going to be, you know, a reception inside. But it ended up being in a room outside in a patio, so I ended up not having to use this for that. However, when we got there, they hadn't opened up officially yet. So what we ended up doing was we ended up taking them around the property and using this flash as a, yeah, damn, that's an RS6. That is beautiful. So anyway, we ended up taking them outside around the perimeter and using this as an off-camera flash. And the very nice thing, it's very surprising, is that with high-speed sync, with this little flash, with a very bright background, we were able to get a ton of power, enough power out of it. So even though I was trying to give you guys an on-camera assessment, I can't get away from my roots and shoot with off-camera lighting. So I ended up shooting with off-camera lighting with this, with the V1 mid instead of on-camera, but it was enough. Alexis asked me, hey, should I run to the car and get the AD200? I'm like, I had a feeling that it was gonna be enough. Now, we didn't use a softbox, we were using the MagMod MagSphere. So we ended up just using the MagSphere just to soften it just a little tiny bit. And overall, I was very satisfied with the results. And yeah, now we're done. Let's go get a little burger from Husky Burger or Husky Boy. If you guys are in Laguna, Husky Boy, really nice old school burger spot. So we're gonna do that and then we're gonna ride home. Subscribe to the channel, guys, unless you didn't like what we posted. All right, bye guys.